Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Welcome to the wrap up for day 54. All right, let's start with the numbers. It's Saturday. It's a mess. It's Saturday. This morning, my weight was up a little bit. Yesterday was 154.2. Today is 154.4. I mean, really, it's about the same. But so, not too bad. My lowest of all time was 153.8. I'm hoping to hit that soon here. So there we go. Body fat percentage. This is rough. I was 24.6 yesterday, and now I'm 24.8. So it went up a little bit. I don't know. I just don't know how true that is, but we'll see what happens over the weekend. So there you go. And as far as lean mass, I'm the lowest lean mass I've ever been. So it was 109.2. I've dropped into the 108. I mean, I'm working out a lot lighter than I did because of the injury, but I'm starting to work through that. So this is probably still left over from that. So those are my numbers. I still think we're on a really good trajectory. As far as food, I kind of fasted the entire day until dinner. Like, I just didn't eat anything. I drank a lot of water, because I saw the numbers on my body fat, and I'm like, maybe I just need to lean out a little bit here. So I knew today wasn't going to be a day of like hitting all my goals. So I just fasted until dinner, and then it's Saturday, so we went to, the Iron Chef and ran into Dylan and Reeves from, Well Your World. They were sitting right next to us. And someone else that we knew also. Like, I swear every time we go to that place, we run into people we know. So that was interesting. And, that was my only meal. And it was the same thing we get every time we go there, which is, the sweet potato tempura. I gotta tell you about a conversation we had there, but the sweet potato tempura sushi roll, and the teriyaki, tofu with white rice. I just tell them vegan, no fish sauce, nothing animal related, and they're fine with that. And that's what I get every time. And then Lex gets the lo mein noodles, which I think they use. I don't think they use lo mein. I think they use some other noodles, spaghetti noodles or something, and tofu. So that's what he gets. And so that was really good. And I really ate a lot of that. I mean, there was a lot to take home actually. But I ate a lot more sushi than I normally do. Normally I get 6 or 7 little rolls, bites of sushi, and I probably eat probably the whole roll and a half by myself. We usually order 3 rolls, and we ordered 4. So, that was pretty good. The lady next to me, Tim accidentally ordered the wrong thing. You circle the thing, and he got there before we did because he's house sitting. So he met us there, and we got there, and they brought out what looked like a shaved cucumber, sliced up, and in it had stuffed some vegetables. It was all vegetables, and I hate cucumbers. So it was a cucumber, and as you sliced it, they laid the pieces out. They had a little veggie in it. So this lady next to us was like, "Oh, can I ask what that is?" And she was just sitting down. And we said, "Yeah, it looks like," and I said, "Yeah, we didn't know what it was because we were still waiting for the person to come back to go, what is this?" And I'm like, "I think it's a cucumber shaved stuffed with veggies." And she goes, "Oh, it looked like something I had recently with salmon." And I said, "Well, there's no fish in it. I don't eat fish." And she's like, "You don't eat fish?" And I said, "No, I'm a vegan." She goes, "Oh, for God's sake." I said, "No, we're having sweet potato." "Oh, I don't eat fried food." I said, "Okay, well, there you go." She's like, "We could never have dinner together." I said, "Yeah, so we probably shouldn't sit at the same table." Meanwhile, kind of like, "Can you sit down? We're trying to eat here." But it was just funny. "Oh, I don't eat fried foods. It could harm my health." Okay, well, this is my only meal out after cooking all of my meals all week. And yeah, it's a little bit fried, but I'll be fine. You go back to your, dead animals that are littered with mercury from from rivers that have been, grown. What the fuck? So I should have said something to her, but I did not. But anyway, there you go. She intruded on our dinner and then complained that, we didn't eat meat, basically, and then try to make herself sound better than us because, she doesn't have fried food. What? Oh my God, sit down, shut up. No one's asking your opinion. We're trying to have dinner here. And then at some point, Tim's like, "I think that's the guy who lives in Cave Creek behind you who's on YouTube." And I said, "Can you be more specific?" And he was like, "The guy with the pico recipe." I'm like, Dylan Holmes from Well Your World? He goes, yeah, it's hard to tell. He looks so much more younger in person. And I said, yeah, the camera does have a way of making you look older. I said, I don't know, like, I don't want to turn around. And then I heard Dylan speak, and I said, oh, that's him. Because his voice is like, I guess mine probably is also, but his voice is definitive. Like, I could hear that and go, yeah, that's him. And they had their 2 kids with them, 2 beautiful boys. Like, what a beautiful family. So that was kind of cool. I didn't want to interrupt their dinner, but at some point I thought I should say hello because, what if I doubt they recognized me. What if they did and then leave and go, wow, they didn't even say hello. So I just thought it was best for me to go, hey, hello. Plus, I've watched them for a long time. So, but I just hate the idea of interrupting someone's dinner. So, anyway, he's really good about it. Very, very nice. So I'm glad I did it. So as far as everything else, calories, I probably still came in under my calories for today, but there's no way I made my protein. Like, it just didn't happen. I only had 1 meal. So I had to say goodbye to that, and that's okay, because I wanted to fast for half the day. As far as steps, well, here's the cool part. I came home, and at 10 o'clock, I'm like, I'm going to go to the gym. The gym has a cardio room where it's a huge theater. Like, they're playing a big movie on a big screen, and instead of chairs, it's all treadmills and bikes and rowing machines and shit. So, I did a treadmill, and I walked for the entire length of Jurassic Park, and then kept on going because it was like 3.4 miles of walking, and I just kept on going because I wanted to hit 4 miles. So I started watching the next one that they were playing. So I got 4 miles of walking, which really helped me get 17,900 steps, almost 18,000 steps. And considering I didn't do anything today, like, that's pretty good. I'm pretty excited about that. Again, all from that indoor walk of 4 miles. So that wasn't too bad. We'll see what happens, I guess, on that. Everything else, the gym, 3 to 4 days a week. I didn't really work out today, but I did the walk, so that was cool. 80 ounces of water. I doubt I had that. Like, I only had 1 meal, right? I didn't really have a lot of water at the house. I didn't have any protein shakes or anything like that. So I doubt I hit that. But tomorrow's a new day, and tomorrow's Sunday, and Sunday I'm usually, like, locked in. So, and then, vlog every day, which I'm doing. So, those are the things I'm trying to hit every day, and there they are. Today's coming to an end, so we're getting to the end of this. All right. We'll see you tomorrow. The Body Pod is linked in the description below this video, or you can check it out at myhumehealth.com. The Body Pod has made all the difference in my journey, and now that information is accessible to you every single day.